Hello guys, welcome to another video in the series of coding. Today we are going to solve the problem find and replace pattern. So you are given a list of string words and you are given a string pattern. You have to return a list of words that are going to match pattern. So let's try to understand what they mean by matching. Suppose your pattern is ABB and these marked in red color are your list of words. So let's try to identify which of the words are following the pattern. Let's check if ABC is following the pattern. Now, what is the pattern? Observe the pattern which is ABB. First character should be different from the next two characters, right? Only two conditions are there. First condition is the first character should be different from the next two characters. Okay, so if we write in simple jargon, first character should not be equal to the next two characters. And what is the second condition? The next two characters should be same. Okay, next two characters are going to be are same. So you can observe that this is what is the pattern, right? So in the pattern you see first character A is different from the next two characters B, and you see BB are grouped together. Okay, these are the two conditions, and you see BB are grouped together and they are the same character. That's it. That is your pattern, and you have to see if your pattern is satisfying, if your word is satisfying the condition of the pattern or not. If it is satisfying, then it will be said to follow the pattern. Let's see if ABC is following the pattern of ABB or not. In this case, you see it is not satisfying the second condition because B and C are two different characters. They are not grouped together like BB in the pattern. Okay, so B and C are different. That is why it is not satisfying the pattern. So let me mark it as not satisfying the pattern. So let me just erase all this and let me mark that as not satisfying the pattern. Okay, let's go forward to the next example. We have DEQ. Let's see if it is satisfying the pattern. Again, you see E and Q are two different characters. They should have been same according to the pattern, but they are not the same. So you see again, this is not satisfying the condition of the pattern. Okay, let's go forward to the next example. You have MEE. Now this is very good because this is satisfying the pattern. You see E and E are grouped together and E is also different from M. So the first character is different from the next two characters and next two characters are grouped together. Okay, so this is a very good word because it is satisfying the condition of the pattern. Let's go forward to the next. AQQ. Again, this is also satisfying. You can observe that Q is grouped together. Q's are grouped together and Q is different from A. So it is satisfying both the conditions, right? So this is also satisfying. So you can observe that our pattern is ABB. That means all the, all the characters like XYY or MRR or CPP or anything like ACC, all these type of words will satisfy the pattern. Okay, so this is what is our pattern that is given in the example. Let's go forward to next word, DKD. Is DKD satisfying the pattern? So you see that it is not satisfying the pattern because the last two characters should have been same, but they are not the same. So we will say that it is not satisfying the pattern. Okay, let's go to the last word. Now observe this carefully. We have to see if CCC is satisfying the pattern ABB or not. This will be very helpful. So let's try to observe this carefully. Now you see the last two characters are grouped together, so condition 2 is fine, but first character is not different from the next two characters. In the pattern A is different from B, but here you see first character is the same as the next two character, so it is also not satisfying the pattern. Okay, so in this case we will also say it is not satisfying the condition 1, so it is not satisfying the pattern. Okay, now these two are our answer. ME and AQQ, these are our answer which we have to return. Now, how do you actually solve this? So, to solve this question, what we will do is we will use a data structure. Okay, we can use the hash map data structure to solve it easily because in that you can do the character by character mapping. So, how are we going to do that? Let's take example. So, let me say I declare a map to match my pattern with the word character. So, first what I'm going to do, I'm going to match each of the character in pattern with words. So what do I mean by that? Let's go to the first word. Okay, and our pattern is ABB, so let me write the pattern above, and our word is ABC. So what we do, we make the first connection. What is the first connection? Connection of A with A. Okay, so we store A and A corresponding to A in the map. Next, we make the connection B with B. Okay, next we make the connection, next connection B. When we try to make the next connection, we can see that already there's a connection in the map. B is already connected to B. So how can you form a connection of B with C, right? This connection is faulty. Here the connection breaks. So we will say that this word is not following the pattern. Okay. So we'll go through more examples, then it will be more clearer. So whenever there's a connection that is breaking, we will say that it is not following the pattern. Okay, so in this case we saw that. Let's go to forward to the next word. Again we use the map structure. So our pattern is ABB and we are trying to make connections one by one. So we first connect A with D. Okay, first character to first character. Next we connect B with E. Okay, next we connect, when we try to connect B with Q, we see already B is connected to E. So already if there is a connection, how can you make another connection? Okay, you have to do a one to one mapping, but it is not possible. So here, because you cannot connect B with Q since it's already connected to E, so this connection is also a faulty connection, and we will say that this word is also not following the pattern. Okay, let's go forward to the next word. Now again you declare the map data structure and you make connections one by one. So I will write the pattern. ABB is our pattern. So first connection A with M, next connection B with E. Now when you try to make again connection, you see in the map B is connected to E. Here also you are trying to make B and E connection. So this is fine. Okay, so this is fine. That is why we will say that this word is following the pattern. So this is fine. Let me mark it in green color. Okay, let's go forward to the next word. It will also be similarly fine, right? You will connect A with A, then you will connect B with Q, then you will again try to connect B with Q. So you see B is already connected to Q. So connections are all fine. So again, this is also fine. Let's go forward to the next example. Okay, next example you have DKD. Okay, so DKD, and you are trying to see if it is connecting properly or not. So you have ABB. So you make the connection A with D in the map. Okay, and you will make the connection B with K. Now when you try to make the next connection, you already see B is connected to K, so B cannot be connected with D. It is a faulty connection, right? So in this case again, this is not satisfying the proper um, pattern which it should satisfy. So again it's a faulty connection. Now we'll go to the last example. It's very important. Now your pattern is ABB and your word is CCC. So you have to make these connections, right? So first in the map structure you will try to make the connection of A with C. Okay, so it is fine as of now. Next you will try to make the next connection B with C. Okay, so it is also fine. Now next you make the connection B with C. So you see B is already connected to C and you are also trying to connect B with C. So it is fine. So this will return a answer which is true. But is it true? Is it actually true? Is ABB the same as CCC? I mean, are the patterns matching? No, they are not matching. But what happened? You are returning true. So what just happened? So you see, we are only checking connections one way. Okay, we are never going to check connections two way. We should actually be checking connections two way. If A is connected to C should also be connected back to A, right? So how can we do that? So we have to use two maps. So what do I mean by that? So we were just using one map, so that was where the problem was. So we will use map 1 and we will use map 2. So what are they for? So let's see. So, in this example, when we use map 1, we will first connect A to C in map 1. In map 2, we will connect C with A. So, you are establishing two-way connections, right? So, that will ensure that this case, which was returning true and is not actually true, okay? So, it will ensure we get the proper answer, okay? So, you connect A with C in the first map. In the second map, you connect C with A, okay? Now, what you do? You go ahead and next time you make connection B with C. Okay. Now when you are trying to make connection B with C, okay. Now in the second way connection, you will see In the second map, C is already connected to A. So the connection C to B is not possible. So that is why you will return false here itself. So once you return false here, then you know that this word is not following the pattern. So this is one thing you have to keep in mind. You have to declare two maps, not just one map. Now let's start coding it. So for coding it, we have to first of all declare a vector string answer that we are going to finally return. So let me return this answer. Now we have to start iterating. So I will start iterating throughout the list of the words. So for int I equal to 0, I less than words dot size, I plus plus. Now this was the iteration outer loop. Okay, this was the outer loop for iterating through the words list. Now for iterating through each word, again you have to declare a inner for loop. So for int j equal to 0, j less than words of I dot size, j plus plus. So this is your inner for loop. Now what you have to do, as we discussed, we have to declare two maps. So I am going to declare two maps. Let me simply call them map 1 and map 2 for simplicity. And in this case, they have to be character to character mapping. Okay, now what you have to do, let me start checking the if the mappings are fine or not. So what you have to do, so let me declare iterator. Okay, so first, okay, let's take an example, so that will be very helpful. Okay, let's take a simple example. Let's say word is mee and your pattern is abb. Okay, let's take this example so it will be clear. So let's say words of I is equal to mee, and let's say your pattern is equal to abb. Now let's try to write this code. So we will try to find if the first character in the pattern, okay, which is a, is there in the map already or not. So we will check if in map 1 already you are seeing the um, character A or not. So we are checking, trying to find A. Now in this case, you will what you will do, so you will check if A is already there in the map or not. Okay, so if it equal to m1 dot end, that means it the iterator reached through the end of the map and it couldn't find a mapping. So in this case, what you have to do, you have to insert the mapping in the first time. So you will insert the mapping. So what will you insert? You will insert pattern of j, and corresponding to that you will insert words of ij. So what are we inserting in the map? In this case, corresponding to a, we are inserting m. Okay, so you can see that a is mapped to m. So the first character in the pattern is matched to the first character in the word. Okay, now if this condition is not true, so we had given if condition here, right? So let's write the else condition. If we found, if the iterator was able to find already a was already there, so then what you have to do, in this case you have to just check if the mapping corresponding to a, so it second, if the mapping corresponding to a is equal or not equal to the uh, word, okay, to the character in the word that you have currently. So words of I j, so you have to check if it is not equal, right? So I've given a not equal to sign. So suppose a is mapped to m. Okay, next time suppose you are trying to map a to r. Now if you see, if these two mappings are, let's say, different, that means r is different from m, right? So in this case, what will happen? In this case, what can we do? We have to stop. So I will declare a variable flag that I'll make 0 and I will give a break statement. So I have to make a character variable flag here. I am making it 1. So whenever flag is 1, it is fine, but if flag becomes 0, we know that there is a problem and we are reporting the problem. So how do we know? Now in the end, okay, after this for loop has finished, we will check if flag is 1 or not. So if flag is 1, it is fine, but if flag is 0, it is not fine, we have to report a problem. So if flag is 1, in that case only we will push back the word in our answer, otherwise we will not push back. Okay, so that is how we are going to check. Now, this was for map 1. As discussed, we have to do the same thing for map 2. So, I will declare another, let's say, iterator 2. In place of, map 1, I will give, let's say, map 2. And in place of finding the patterns, we are reversing, right? You are reversing everything. So, in place of pattern, I will give find words of ij. So, in this case, it is going to find let's say M in this case. So that is the first character in the word. So and if else statements also I should actually just give the same. So I will just copy paste this if else statement, and in place of IT I will give IT2. In place of M1 I will make M2, and I will just reverse this statement. So as discussed, we have to declare two maps because we are facing a problem, and two maps will solve the problem. So in this case, the mapping will be M with A, just the reverse mapping. Okay, and now you have to check different conditions. So you have to check if this is not equal to pattern of J. Okay, so we are just basically reversing everything. Otherwise, everything is going to remain same, and you can simply return answer. So let me run and see if it is fine. So it's fine, and let me just submit. So it is an accepted solution. Thank you for being patient and listening.